Hello, good morning, and welcome to ABS Sports. My name is still Ekweme Daniel. You know how we do it every Tuesday, where we bring you some of the highlights, some of the things happening in the world of sports. Most especially, we talk about the things, the doings happening in world of football. A lot has been happening. And today in the studio, I have my brother, Oramali. You are highly welcome. A great footballer and sports analyst. You're highly welcome to ABS Sports, Oramali.
Thank you very much. Today is a wonderful day, and I trust and believe that good things will happen to us today.
Exactly. All right, let's go straight because of time. Osimhen is in cloud nine after winning the Ghana award, where also he won the award after he got the highest vote to beat Mahrez and Mohamed Salah. Just in the course of the weekend, the Ghanaian hosted an African International Award for footballers, and our great son, because once you begin to do so much well, you become our son. We are proud of. The guy that has broken record, the guy that became the first African to win Golden Boot in the Italian Serie A.
Okay.
We were talking about Victor Osimhen. He won the award in Ghana, and so much happy that all these things are happening just at the age of 24. He has been doing a great, marvelous job, and also he will be in Omaya this weekend to play in the Chukwueze All-Stars game as well. So we want to say a very big kudos to him. Osimhen does not need much explanation.
No, not
He's
much
done well,
Just
beating the likes of Mahrez and Mohamed Salah to win the vote.
Yes. You know, it's his time, and when your stars come out, your sun begins to shine, everything around you becomes bright. And look at you now, an Igbo man saying, our son. You know, you're not careful to look at where he comes from.
Yeah.
You're not careful to check his nativity, his religion. You know, all those things fizzle out, you know, in the space of success. And
yeah, exactly.
Osimhen is doing Nigeria so proud, and this is what we are looking forward for every young man to emulate. Okay? Put your hands, put your heart, put your head into things that will make everybody say, you are mine.
Think deep. There are talent inside of you, not killing, not
419,
perpetrating evil, but you know, looking inside of you.
And developing.
This guy was in the streets selling things before he was located.
That's right.
He was carrying things, selling pure water, doing a lot of menial jobs.
And now he's selling the name, he's selling African name.
Now he's not only selling African name. This guy is an icon. When you talk about football today, you will not rule him out
at all.
So there is nothing great that starts big. It starts small. That's where he is today. Look at him going to Ghana to win this international African award
in place of
Mahrez
and Salah.
And he took the vote.
Whoever told him a few years back was that he would be able to achieve this feat.
Yes.
Will he agree?
Highest goal scorer in the Italian league, 26 goals.
Even coming from injuries.
Yes, coming back from injuries.
So you can imagine if he wasn't injured at the time, he would be like
40-something goals. That's it.
And I told you last time we met, I said he has just about 20 more goals to break the Nigerian record. That's Yekini holds today.
Exactly.
Late Yekini of blessed memory.
Exactly. All right, we're there. We wish you good luck, and we know that this 2023/2024 season is going to be success all the way. There's not going to be a limitation this time around. Okay, Aqua United kicks off the new season with training. They've started training for 2023-2024 with all the players, all their new players, and under the watchful eyes of their coach, F. Young Moses. Aqua United they were quite unfortunate. They were not part of the Super Six and some other stuff. Maybe they didn't put their house together, and last season they really didn't favor them, and that's why they've decided to start very, very early, you know, in their pre-season training and things like that, so that the coach will know those that are going to play with him, those that will understand the new tactics he wants to play, those that are going to be there, and those that needs to go. Because this time around, Moses F. Young says it's going to be serious business affairs throughout this season, because missing Super Six and missing the league, they are former champions as well.
Yes.
So they are no longer champion again. Former.
I get them before.
No be property.
It don't work.
And that's why they are starting this season very, very early. You know, they are starting this I don't think there's other clubs that have started, but
I really want to give it to the coach. You know, nobody blames you for failing. Okay, failing could be a combination of a lot of factors. Okay, but what people will blame you for is not trying to stop failing. Okay, if you made it, if you maybe made some mistakes in the past that brought him where he is, now you could see that he's making an effort to correct those mistakes by starting early.
Exactly.
And when you start early to plan, you are likely to plan well.
Plan very, very
and
well.
achieve more goals in the future.
You know, these are part of the things that clubs should emulate. So that before the season starts, you will know the kind of players, if they'll be able to interpret the kind of
pattern that you have.
The formations you want to play all through the season, you know, and know the ones that are disciplined and the ones that are indisciplined, that will not
fit into your plan.
That's right. So that the earlier you make plans to shave them off and get new guys that will make you prosper, the better for the person. All right, FC Napoli is seeking to take Terry Murphy as a replacement if eventually Osimhen leaves Napoli. You know, there's been a lot of controversies here and there. People talking, a lot of clubs are coming. PSG are really knocking on the door for Osimhen. Liverpool is on the front line as we speak now. They want to.
I hear Man City also.
Man City, all these are trying to, you know, get his signature in this season. So my guy is in Nigeria.
Success get brother.
Get sister. Get everything. Success get everything. So that's exactly what is happening now. The Terry Murphy doesn't need much explanation. He has been doing well in the French League One. He's been in Lorient before he left to Nice. Now he's in Nice. Just signed last season, and now Napoli is seeking for his signature as well because they have a new coach. Now, you know that Luciano Spalletti has left Napoli because he said he wants to take a sabbatical leave. Breaking the record of 34 years for Napoli, you know, it's not easy.
At all.
So he needs to take time off. Why Napoli has fetched a French coach in the person of Garcia, Rudi Garcia, is now the new coach of Napoli. And this is the man seeking the signature of Terry Murphy, the Nigerian Super Eagles player, if eventually Osimhen leaves. Do you really see Osimhen leaving Napoli? Are you in support of him still saying at least play one more season before you leave?
You leave the stage when the vision is loudest. The vision for him now is loudest. And what he needs to do, like somebody said sometime, I was listening to a radio program, said the best thing for him to do now is to leave and then go to a higher and more competitive team. Somebody pointed at Man City, you know, where you will get, you know, all the experience added to your play time and your talent, okay? So that's what he needs to do for now. He needs to move, okay, and play other league, play other teams, and see how he develops himself a bit more. Because now everybody's eyes is on him. So if you want to say, okay.
But remember that he's going to the Champions League.
Yes, I know.
And I think that is what the highest football playing competition that every player wants to be in. And now he's there already. So
it's not only playing in the Champions League. He's playing in the Champions League. What team are you playing with in the Champions League?
Napoli is not a small team.
I'm not saying it's a small team, but it's not the number one team as we speak.
But now at least they're in the roadmap of one of the most successful teams now.
Number one.
Yes.
But Napoli also is ready to let him go.
No, they say if it does not work, because they're trying to increase his wages.
Then they should do that now.
They're trying to increase wages. But it's all about money. You know, you see, this is one of the things that most of the time affect African players.
Okay.
You know, jumping from one club to the other. Most of the times, it doesn't favor us.
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes, that's why I said.
If you move from
a lower
tier club into a highly rated club, where you have all.
Okay, let's use Napoli as a case study as it stands now.
That's why I said.
Now, what makes them now? This is a club that is the Italian Serie A winner. This is a club that is going for Champions League. Do you understand? Now, at least that's where every player wants to play. They are already there. Now, I don't believe in that attitude of him. Okay, he needs to move to other club just because of wages.
No,
Because I
remember,
talking about wages.
no.
What the club needs to do is to sign more players who have name to come. And not him leaving just because he just played one season and he moves. I don't think it's ideal.
No. I'm not talking wages. I'm talking competition. Like you said, yes, Napoli is coming into Champions League, and that's the highest level of competition in football, club side football, as we speak right now. So Napoli is going to play in the Champions League, and he is going to be one of the big shots of Napoli playing in the Champions League. But if he has any reason to move at all, that's what I'm saying. He shouldn't move
to a lower.
Because
he cannot now.
He can't. Some players will. That's where the wages.
Can he move to?
That's where the wages thing come in.
Somebody will now leave a good wine and now go to and start drinking kai kai. No, it doesn't work like that now.
but you agree with me sometimes that the originally Joe, if it appears on the table,
it will now be better than
17 years.
17 years. Who said that? I beg. All right, we are still on ABS Talking Sports this morning. But the truth about it is this. If Napoli would do the needful, I think he should still give them one more season. I think.
Maybe they should also do the needful.
Yeah, they should do the needful.
That's right.
Because people like, you look at Francesco Totti, who played for Roma all his life. He was in Roma. He played there, he retired there. He's the technical director now. So these are
he has a stake in
He has a stake in Roma. You know, these are kind of things. Then when you talk about Christian Zanetti, who played in Inter Milan all his life, when he left Argentina, he came down to Inter Milan. You could see he's working there now. He's their director.
No, most of the times, if you actually give them that kind of
Pavel Nedved, the same thing. These are, if you need to, jumping from one club to the other, I don't think it's always the best. If
it depends on
maybe, that's what I'm saying. If you're not getting
what you want in the first club, you could also always move. But when you are moving, the target should be to move into a place where your game will develop more.
Develop more, you know.
Not just
that people understand the kind of person that you are. Not like our brother Paul Onuachu, who left Gent to Southampton, and finally they've gone on relegation. And he couldn't find his feet there.
That's right.
Maybe they don't understand the way he plays. There was no much time because already when he was moving to Southampton was already battling to...
one leg was already off.
So there wouldn't be much time. Roma Football Club is planning to grab Kelechi Iheanacho from their relegated club, Leicester City. It's quite a pity that a lot of champions have gone down. Leicester City used to be a Premiership winners then.
18.
Yeah.
The Premiership.
Yes.
So it's so shameful.
And now they are in the Championship. So, very soon they will be kicking off to know how far. And Kelechi Iheanacho is there. But a lot of clubs are seeking for his signature. And one of them is Jose Mourinho. He really needs this young lad in Roma. And they're doing everything to bring him out of Leicester City to know if he will be in Italian Serie A. Do you see Kelechi going to Roma?
Of course.
And, what do you think he will be adding to Jose Mourinho's team?
You know,
are you seeing him developing under Jose Mourinho?
Exactly. Kelechi is one player that I followed so much, since he came to Limelight, and then he has not been very successful. He has not been very successful. Not a limitation of his talent, but a combination of so many things has happened to
Coaches
him.
Understanding his kind of play.
Exactly. There's a lot.
And
there's a lot that has happened to him. So I hope, and pray that at this time Mourinho will be able to bring out the Kelechi in him. Then be able to develop the Iheanacho.
Exactly.
There's something that people are looking for in him that they have not found.
Exactly.
So I hope that just Mourinho will be able to dig deep into him and bring out the best of him and use him well. And then, very soon we'll start talking age in his life.
Exactly.
Very soon.
It's moving. Yeah. Exactly.
The days are going by.
Very, very fast.
Yes.
Okay. We wish you well, and we pray that the business will click and you move over to Italian Serie A. That would be a very lovely one. All right, Super Eagles coach said to sign contract extension. It's not been official.
Pay cut.
I don't know, but we're still waiting to hear the details of why. There was an agreement. If he will qualify the Super Eagles to the Nations Cup, then there will be an extension.
With pay cut.
Maybe with pay cut. So now the man has done that. And NFF is not seeing any reason why they won't keep to their own side of bargain. Maybe that's where the man is waiting for them, because this is what part of the contract, So they are now setting a deadline. If we do not in the qualifiers, if we don't get, he must take us to semi-finals. Then he will stay.
African Nations Cup.
African Nations Cup.
So you're quantifying or you're qualifying a coach with taking us to semi-final in the Nations Cup as a great achievement to keep the coach. But
So, last week the NFF chairman came out to say that is the fan, Nigerian fans, the football fans are the one that will say if he will stay or not.
Then they should put it to a public vote.
Yeah, he did that. So I don't know where
the vote is tilting to.
Tilting to, and now they are coming up to say it's likely going to sign an extension. And everything, he's been doing everything possible to see. Well,
Nigeria will hail thee.
We wish Jose Peseiro.
No, say I wish.
No.
No. Don't do that to me.
No, but we wish him.
You wish.
Look,
you're the one who is wishing him. I'm not part of that wish.
No, we wish him.
You wish.
Because he's going out with our boys. But that's the truth. We have to wish him.
No, we are talking about his signature, his extension.
But they're planning to do that.
You are the one who is wishing him. I am not part of that wish.
Well, let's see how it goes. Till the NFF come out to make an official statement and let's know why and what transpired, why this man will be, staying back. Yes, staying back. So that is it. All right, last but not the least, Olayinka signs for Red Stars Belgrade after quitting Slava Prague. Olayinka, who plays for Super Eagles, and he has quit the Slavia Prague club now, and he has already moved to Red Stars Belgrade. This is a very super club as well in the Czech Republic. This guy has been doing well for himself. And thank God, General deemed it fit to bring him up. But for why, Jose Peseiro has not deemed it fit to bring him on board. So now let's go back to talk about this extension a little bit before we wrap it up. Do you see any form of changes if this man signs an extension? Are you seeing Jose Peseiro changing the attitude of the styles of play in Super Eagles?
I would want to pray for that to happen. Because like you see, you are trying to talk about wishing him well, and I'm telling you, I'm not interested in that wish. Because we have gone beyond wishes. Sports have gone beyond wishes, and the extent to which sports is so much in the heart of the Nigerian person.
Yeah. That's the only thing that joins common man.
I just told you about, look at how you said Osimhen, our son. Even though you are far away from being his native in any way, you are just saying Osimhen, our son, because he's making you proud. He's giving you the pride that you will want to be a Nigerian. So if we have a coach who won't look at that, I mean, we have I don't know what the word to use. We have 2 million talents that you only need to just choose from.
It's not about the talent is not the problem. The problem we think here is the formation and style of play.
That's where the coach comes in.
And that's
the technicality.
We are known for 4-4-2 formation all the while. When Westerhoff was on board, he plays 4-4-2. When Bofre Joe was around, 4-4-2 formation was our style because we play from the flanks.
From the flanks.
So I don't know what actually is the problem. Is it that the the players are finding it very difficult to adapt to the style of play, or the modernized style of play. If somebody will say, why would it be difficult for them after all they play all these formations in their different
clubs, and they adapt to it.
And they adapt to it. So why
and they play to it and win?
Yes. Is it that
So
because African football looks like where we are playing rugby or what? Is that why they can't adapt? Or
Even
something?
in rugby, there's a plan.
There is always a plan.
There's a plan. There's a way. There's a formation.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about extension of time for him, I will not be a witch to say he shouldn't be given a chance to extend his time. But
what's on ground?
He too should be able to tell us what he has learned from this couple of years that he has been with us, that is going to bring him.
Where he thinks he's not getting it right.
That what does he want to change? Give us a work plan. Let's look at what he plans for the future. Before we give him the opportunity to open these doors to the future.
Exactly. And it should be a public hearing. It's not all about money. There should be a public hearing.
Just like the president or the governor will give us
media chat.
Yeah. It should come, NFF, the chairman should come, the people involved in football.
The technical, Eguavon who is there.
All those to come and sit down and give us 1 hour on TV.
Yes.
And tell us their plan.
The work plan. We need to, because all these foreign players, the foreign coaches, they do this. They sit down to analyze, okay, this is what we plan to achieve. These are kind of players we want.
And this is the time we are giving ourselves.
Yes.
If we don't make an improvement, we resign on our own.
Yeah. So please, this is what we need. Then we will now know where the problem is coming. These are the problems we have encountered ab initio, and this is how we've planned now to curb it. If the extension comes, we want to work like this, we want to do this. Let's hear these things. Bring these things to the public domain, so that everybody will
follow.
We will follow and we will make contributions.
Exactly. When you are veering out of the expressway that you have built for yourself, we'll tell you, okay, you are going to the bush.
This is what we discussed. So this is how it should be done. These are the kind of players we need. If you make the team competitive, like when West South was there, at the time, Okocha needs to wake up. There's no permanent shirt.
There's no permanent shirt. Give everybody the opportunity to come and play.
Give everybody the opportunity to come and play their, just for Jesse. And I think that will change a lot of, a couple of mindset of people who believe, I must be there.
Now we get them.
So these are part of it. And we think all these things is what we need. All right, before we go, I want to appreciate the Anambra FA chairman, Chikelu Iluanosi, for putting together a very massive heavyweight as All Stars League kicks off on Sunday. You were there?
No, I missed it. I had an unavoidable meeting.
Okay. We want to really appreciate Chikelu Iluanosi, because this is what we're saying. Every former player should always, be, some of them who have the administrative acumen should be in the positions to help revamp football, revamp sports. Former athletes should be the ones running some of these affairs, those that have the administrative acumen, because they've traveled far and wide and they've seen where we are lagging behind and how to be able to correct all those defects in our sporting system. And by putting up this, you saw the massive turnout in Anambra's Oka Township Stadium. It was very massive, and things, people came out en masse to watch the first edition, and one of the commissioners, the commissioner for chieftaincy title, he was the one that's called Collins Nwabunwanne. Yes, it's called the winning goals, and these are the things we're saying. That is a commissioner.
Kudos to the commissioner, Collins.
And
that's good.
You could see he has these skills, and in him does that job.
And again, after that goal that he scored, I'm sure going back home, the elation that he will feel, thinking about will make him begin to think, how do I now invest in sports, in football
yes,
also?
Exactly. So sport is one aspect where we've not really.
No, we have not gotten it right. We have not gotten it right at all. No.
Until begin to see the business aspect in it.
It's a huge talent.
It's a very huge
sport. It's a huge business.
You could imagine Liverpool trying to pay £154 million for Osimhen. You know what it means? £154 million.
It will fix his village.
What is village? It will
Yeah,
fit, it will fit, it is going
put
to
street
fix
lights,
like
do the roads.
like 3 states. I'm telling you.
Kai.
So these are what we're talking about. So
no,
please, we really need to get these things right in sport. So the general, we're saying very big kudos to
Yes.
you. Very big one. Thank you very much. All right, on this note, we'll be drawing the curtain close on ABS Sports today, where we talked about some of the highlights in the world of football. My name is Silekpome Daniel, and normally thank you for being part of this program this morning, even when I called in a very short notice.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you
okay.
very much.
Sports is one thing we want to put our hearts to, put our hands to, put our heads to make it work.
Exactly. All right, bye for now. See you next week, Tuesday.